Okay, have a nice day. Here I am Shan Kurtwaku. In this video, I am going to discuss with you about account equation. If we take account equation, it is important concepts at the advanced level examination, not only for local advanced level accounting. If we take London, Cambridge and Edexcel examinations, they have got account equation, this lesson for both O level and A level. So therefore, this important lesson. Then I hope to first discuss theory part 10. I'll discuss all the past paper questions and practice questions secondly. Okay, so what is actually equation? What is the equation? What is an equation? You know, if you produce a relationship between two variables or among more variables, that is called equation. You know, in mathematics we can have different type of equation. Here, if you produce the relationship between two or more accounting variables, then it is called account equation. Here, if you take this equation, basically assets equal equity, or we say capital, right? Our basic account equation is assets equal equity or capital. That means, especially if we take sole trader business, the only one owner, here we assume that all the assets has been introduced by the owner of the business. That's why assets equal to equity or capital. Total assets will be equal to equity or capital. But when you run a business, then sometimes you will have to take bank loans, you will have to purchase goods on credit, you will have to take services on credit. Therefore, you can create external liabilities. You will have to create external liabilities. So, our second equation is assets equal equity plus liabilities. Here, assets equal equity plus liabilities means total assets have been invested by both parties. That means equity plus liabilities. Equity means all of the business. Liabilities means other external liabilities, external parties like bank loans, accrued expenses, trade payables, bank overdraft. Right. Then third one, at the examiner, sometimes you will be given a classification of assets and liabilities. If you take assets, then current and non-current. If you take liability also, current and non-current. At the examiner will give you equation like that. Under assets, he will classify current and non-current. Liability also he will classify current and non-current. Then again, at the examiner will classify under current asset stocks, debtors, some cash in hand. Non-current assets you will be given furniture, machinery, like that. Then under current liability will be given trade, payable and other payables, trade payables and other payables. Then under non-current you will be given bank loan, like that. At the examiner will classify assets as well as liabilities. I will repeat. At the examiner will offer you an account equation like this: assets, current, non-current. Under current, stocks, debtors, cash in hand, cash at bank, And non-current furniture, machinery, building, land, company equipment like that. Even under liability, examiner will offer you current liability, trade payables, other payables, non-current liability under that bank loan. Like that, examiner will expand the account equation. Then you have to identify the given accounting equation. So, if you take this account equation, in this account equation we can have only three main changes. We can have only three main changes. If you take this basic account equation, that is assets equal equity plus liabilities. That is our basic account equation. Then at the examination, any business transaction you can insert into this equation. Therefore, I would like to introduce you an easy way for you to apply any business transaction in this account equation. There can be three main changes in this account equation. There can be only three main changes in this account equation. If you understand those three main changes, you can easily insert any business transaction in this equation at the examination. Right. Then number one, part A, there can be increase in both sides, under assets and liabilities. I will use plus mark and under asset. You know, under asset increase, under equity increase. Then part B, you can have increase under asset again, equal to that you can have increase under liabilities, that is external liabilities. Right? Second change, part A, there can be decrease in both sides, asset sides and liability side. You take minus under assets, again minus under equity. In part B, you can have decrease under assets, again equal to that decrease under liability. Right. Then changes number 3, part A, there can be decrease and increase both under assets. That is, both decrease and increase can happen under assets. Right. Later on I will introduce example for this. Then liability side, nothing will happen. Then part B, nothing will happen under assets. There can be increase and decrease only under equity and liabilities, under liability side. Nothing will happen under assets. I will explain again these three main changes. At the examination, you can insert any business transaction according to these three main changes. So you have to clearly understand these three main changes. Therefore, then it is easy for you to insert any business transaction in this account equation. There can be only two effects in this account equation. Number one, increase in both sides, under assets and equity. Part B, increase under assets, increase under liability. Second main change, decrease in both sides, under asset decrease, equity decrease. B, under assets decrease and liability decrease. Third change, part A, decrease and increase can happen only under assets. Nothing will happen to liability side. Then part B, nothing will happen to asset side. There can be increase and decrease, both will happen only under liability sides. Okay, then you can use this technique and solve any question. I will take an easy questions for you to understand account equation first. Here I have written a simple question on the board that is regarding Mr. Tharindu's business. Mr. Tharindu has commenced his business 1st April 2016. Then we can insert these transactions in the basic accounting equation. Right. Assets equal equity plus liability. This. Then I will put only the date here. Date April 1st. Parindu has introduced cash rupees 100,000. Then cash comes to the business. It comes under assets. Therefore, plus 100,000. Equally, there can be increase in equity by another 100,000. Nothing will happen to liability. Second transaction occurred 2nd April 2016. Cash purchase 8,000. You know, in a business we can have two type of purchases: cash purchases and credit purchases. Here, as they have mentioned cash purchases, then cash goes out. Cash comes under assets. Therefore, minus 8,000. And also, when you purchase goods comes into the business. We record under inventory or stocks. When you purchase goods, we use those goods for resale purpose, not for our consumption purpose. We use those goods to resale. Therefore, we again create another asset, inventory or stocks. Inventory comes under assets. Therefore, again plus 8,000. Again plus 8,000. That is inventory. Earlier, cash went out by 8,000 minus 8,000. As inventory or goods comes in, therefore plus 8,000. Nothing will happen in this side. Okay, then number 3rd day, 5th April, business obtain a bank loan for 250,000. Number 3, right. When a business takes a bank loan, money comes in. Therefore, again, cash asset increases by another 250,000. Then plus 250,000. Equally, there will be increase in liability, because when you take a bank loan, you have to repay it by installment wise until you pay or until you finish paying by installments. It comes a liability. Then there can be increase in liability by another 250,000. Right. Then next one, 7th, cash sales 5,000. You know, here we are not given instruction whether they have got a profit or whether they have sold with a profit margin. Therefore, we are just given sales. Then when you take cash sales 5,000, we receive money from the customer. Then plus 5,000. Plus 5,000. Equally, there will be decrease in our inventory or stocks. When you sell goods goes out. Therefore, minus 5,000 even under assets. Then nothing will happen to this side. Right. 8th, sale of goods worth of 2,000 to Kapil. Here we are given the name of the person. That means it is on credit. If you are given a name of person or institution or company, it can be either credit sales or credit purchases. Here, as they have mentioned, sale of goods worth of 2,000 to Kapil, that is on credit sales. Then here you will again create another asset called trade receivables or debtors by 2,000. As the customer doesn't pay you at the time of selling, again you will create another asset called customers or trade receivable, or here Kapil. Then uh, plus 2000. When you sell goods, there will be decrease in your stocks, inventory, therefore minus 2000. Then as you don't receive money, you will create another asset called debtors or trade receivable, that is plus 2000. Then nothing will happen to liability side. Then next day, 9. Purchase of goods from Samaggi traders 15,000. 15,000. That means you are given a name of a institution. Therefore, it is on credit. But anyway, purchase of goods from Samaggi traders 50,000. Then you receive goods. It affects to increase your stocks. Stocks or inventory comes under asset. Therefore, there will be increase in assets by another 15,000. As you have purchased on credit from Samaggi traders, then you will increase your liability again by another 15,000. Because you don't pay money to the supplier at the time of receiving goods. So you will increase your asset by 15,000 because you got inventory or goods. Equally, you will increase your liability by another 15,000 because you don't pay money to the supplier. Therefore, you create another liability called trade payables. Right. The next one, cash received from Kalpa 2,000. That means it happens 14. You know, when you receive money, cash asset increase, it will affect to increase assets. Then plus 2,000. Then Kapila or Kalpa was a debtor or trade receivables. Therefore, again there will be decrease in your trade receivables. So customers, nothing will happen to equity or liabilities. Then business paid 10,000 to Samaggi traders because earlier we purchased goods from Samaggi traders on credit worth of 15,000. Now business has paid 10,000 to settle that liability. Then it has happened 19. When you pay or when you settle a liability, money goes out, then there will be decreased by 10,000 cash. Cash comes under asset. When you settle a liability, there will be decrease in liability by another 10,000. When you pay money to settle a liability to a supplier or another liability, there will be decrease in liability by that amount, 10,000. Right. Then next one, 22nd, payment of bank loan 5,000. You know, when you settle a loan, it will affect to reduce the liability by another 9,000. There will be decreased liability. As money goes out, again there can be minus 9,000 under assets. Right. Then paid 5,000 for insurance. You know, insurance expense, because of any insurance or because of any expense, it will affect to reduce the capital or equity. Then there will be minus 5,000 under equity. And as you pay money to settle insurance, again minus 5,000 under assets. Nothing will happen to liability. Next one, rent income received 60,000. Rent income received 60,000. You know, 60,000 is an income. Because of an income, it will affect to increase equity. And also you receive money. Therefore, you have received 27 plus 50,000 and also plus equity. Because of any income received to the business, there will be increase in equity. Because, you know, finally we take profit by taking difference income and expenses. Profit goes to the owner or equity. Therefore, If you are just given income, you can add that income to the equity and also asset. If you have got the income in cash, you have to record under assets, that is 50,000 rupees under assets, and under equity 50,000. Because of an income, there can be increase in equity. Right. Then owner withdrew rupees 10,000 from the business for private use. You know, if the owner has taken money or goods from the business for their personal use, that is called drawings. Because of drawings, there will be decrease in capital or equity. If they have taken money, there will be decrease in cash. If they have taken goods, there will be decrease in inventory or stocks. Both comes under assets, therefore, as he has taken 10,000, then minus 10,000 under assets, because money comes down by 10,000, cash comes under assets, therefore minus, because of drawings, owner's equity or capital also comes down by another 10,000. Right, nothing will happen to liability. Okay, you understood how you can adjust given transaction in this account equation. Then I think you understood how to record given transaction in this account equation. If you know those three main changes available in this account equation, you can adjust any business transaction in this account equation. So this is the first question regarding account equation, the simple question. I hope to discuss more practice questions and all the past paper questions in second video, because when it comes to accounting, it will take time. It's a subject time consuming. Even at the exam, you have to manage your time, otherwise you won't be able to finish all the questions within 3 hours. From the year 2017, you are given additional 15 minutes reading time, but anyway, you have to read the questions and understand it will take time. Therefore, you have to manage the time at the exam. So, when it comes to 2019, 2018, 2017, those three questions came from account equation are big questions. It will take time because examiner has set those three questions 2017, 18, 19 for 40 marks. Account equation most probably 10-15 marks. Therefore, those three questions are important. I will be discussing those three questions and other practice questions. Then you can watch my videos regarding account equation. It will be a big support for you to solve any questions at the exam coming from account equation. So I think you may have understood something from this video because I discussed regarding account equation, basic fundamentals, and how you can insert any business transactions in this account equation by giving three main changes. So please don't forget to subscribe me. You can subscribe me by clicking subscribe button below the video. It is in red color, and also you can just click the bell icon and you can switch on your all notifications. Then when I upload next video, you will take it easily at your place. So until I take the second video, thank you very much.